everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. Today I am in the garden and I am about to do some winter sowing. I was asked in my comments if I was going to do winter sowing this year and if I was satisfied with my last year's winter sowing method. And the answer is yes. I am doing my winter sowing this year, and one reason that I am doing it is because the past seasons have produced some good results with the winter sowing. Last year was not as good as some other times, and if I go back and look at my video, I'm sure I can tell you exactly what happened. But those don't outweigh the fact that I was able to germinate something that I had not been able to ever germinate before, and that is my rosemary seeds. Rosemary seeds for me have been a problem in the past to germinate. And so when I was able to germinate my rosemary and actually get a rosemary, I got a couple of plants that I was able to plant out in my garden, and one of them has survived. And the other one did not, because it was something that I did. And so it's things that you learn as you go, because I don't want to give the impression that I know everything, because I am learning out here in the garden. Just like a new gardener, some things are still new to me. I learn things as I go along. I research some things and I find out different things. And as I do, I like to share those things with you all. So that is what this is all about. I don't know everything about gardening, and I'm not going to act like I do. And when I find out something new or something that I just learned and I think that it may help someone, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share it with you all. So I said all of that to say that last season, what I think I did to my rosemary plant was I cut that rosemary plant at the top. Instead of just getting my leaves that the shoots were shooting out, I cut that main rosemary stem. And that stunted my plant. I mean, I cut it hard, and it was a new plant, and so the plant did not survive. And I think that is what happened to that plant. But I have learned a lot during the time that I have been doing the winter sowing method. One thing that I have learned is that certain containers work better for winter sowing than others. And y'all, this is my favorite one. The plastic that the water bottles come in. I think I've seen some juices come in these bottles also, but these are the best ones. These have gone through last year, and has still survived. I have used the milk cartons, and y'all, the milk cartons, they will make it through that first season. But in my case, with them being out in the sun, look, this is the milk carton. You just break it apart like this. Now, some people might have had different experience with this, but I mean, this is so pitiful now. You can barely pick it up without it breaking, and it just breaks in your hand, and you can't hardly destroy them. When you're trying to get rid of them, they're breaking up everywhere. So I don't recommend using the milk. I don't recommend trying to use these milk cartons the second season. If you get finished with your winter sowing that first season, if you're using milk jugs, I recommend you just go ahead and toss them, because it's been my experience that they just fall apart, break apart, and you have to pick them out of your grass in your yard and everything. So that has been my experience with that, and I wanted to show that to you all. But these, they work fine, but they have that same type of plastic on the top. And so whenever you try to do anything with this after that first season, then these break up also. So this is easy to just break off and take that and get rid of it. And so this is what I am left with, and these are some containers from last season, and this is one that it did not produce for me. So this is one. Let's see what the tape is still on it. I'm gonna see what this was that I had in here last season. I should have bought me a trash can out here. I got a box over here. I'm gonna put that in it. And so, okay, these were successful. Y'all see, I done just told off on myself. Okay, so that, like I said, the winter sow method went fine last year. And what I did, I had a lot. Y'all, I did a lot of winter sow. See, I said I could probably figure out what it was that I did. I did a lot of things in the winter sow method. Because y'all know I was on an onion kick last year. I planted so many onions, And this is what was in here. That was some red onions. And those red onions, they probably gonna sprout back up this year. I would not be surprised because those roots are definitely still in here because y'all, those red onions were successful. I had so many red onions, I did not come back and plant them all. I didn't, y'all. I'm sorry, I did not. I apologize to myself because, you know, I told you all I ran out of onions and I had to go back and buy onions. I would not have had to do that if I had came back out here, got my onions out of this winter sow method and planted them out in the garden. So y'all, I just told y'all exactly what happened. Some of these things came up and I did not come back out and plant all of them. Let's see what else was in here that, cause when I went out here and got them, okay, see like this. What is this? Okay, see, this was cinnamon basil. Y'all look at this. Look, can y'all see this? See, y'all, gardeners, we cannot do it all. Sometimes we think we overdo it, and y'all know I had a food forest last year, but this was some cinnamon basil. And y'all can see that this cinnamon basil had grew in here. It's just that I did not come back out here and get them. I left them. I did not come back out here and get the cinnamon basil. So, it might come, I don't know, it's pretty dead, so it probably won't come back. So that is what happened. So if you were wondering why I planted some stuff and I did not talk about it again, more than likely this is what happened. So y'all, we're gonna move on from that. I'm embarrassed enough. I just want to be transparent with you all. But there are some other things in some of these containers. Y'all got one more right here. I don't know if this is a weed or what. Okay. What is this? It's something grew up in here. Oh yeah, this was a plant. Let's see. This kind of look kind of long, but this says white strawberries. And y'all know I wanted them strawberries. Okay, let me look at the roots on here and see if they look like strawberry roots. If those are strawberry roots, they probably come back. Y'all, they do. Y'all, these was white strawberries. Oh my goodness. Y'all, the reason why I could tell, because look, you can see that crown. Can y'all see the crown? Let me hold it up here. Can you see that crown? There is a crown on there. Y'all, I'm going from embarrassed to mad at my own self for doing that. But these probably are dormant now, and it would be a long shot. But I might be able to plant these, although they look dead. But y'all, these, I'm looking at these crowns. I know a strawberry crown when I see them. These are strawberry crowns. Y'all see that? Y'all see that crown on that plant? That was a crown. These were some white strawberries. And it even had gotten runners. It had crowns and runners. And these were out by the chicken coop, and I did not go back to check them. White strawberries. Okay, so I think I don't think I'm gonna tell y'all about it anymore. Yeah, y'all know I can't help myself. This says avocado. I don't know about that. That was something in here. Okay, we just gonna. Oh, okay. So this is what I did. I put an avocado seed in here. This avocado seed is rotten. So I was just trying different things that, you know, I hopefully could get to, you know, germinate in this winter sow method, because winter sow method had done so good for me in the past that last year I was just putting everything in there, y'all. I was so excited about the winter sow method. But then as it got hot in the summer, and I kind of, you know, I just kind of started letting some of these things go. And I'm sure one reason was because they was out there by the chicken coop, and you know that area had gotten kind of overtaken. Yes. Okay, now, see, it's coming back to me now. Y'all remember I had all of those cucumber and watermelon. I had gotten some of my winter sow jugs out and planted them. But once a cucumber and watermelon started growing, y'all know what happened. After that, the vines and everything were everywhere. And y'all know we were having a bad problem with those snakes. And so I didn't go back out there. That's what happened. I did not go back out there. I am so upset now because I missed out on some good stuff. I really did. But y'all, I didn't want to go out there and get bit by anything. So hopefully this season, I'll be able to keep my stuff in better condition. I won't have stuff everywhere. And I'm going to pull this out. I think another avocado. This is the same one. I'm going to pull that out. Hopefully I won't have things just, you know. I need to, I'm going to have a food forest, y'all. This is not the year that I had a food forest. I plan to have a food forest this year. Also, hopefully with my sons here with me, we'll be able to keep it under control and be able to keep, because another thing I want to do, I want to be able to keep those critters out of my watermelons this season. So, you know, yeah, they ate way more watermelons than we did last season. So, yeah, we're going to try to keep that under control. But another question that I have been asked is, what kind of soil do you have to put in it? Well, y'all, I sifted my soil. I just went out into the garden, into one of my raised beds, got some soil, sifted it, and that is the soil that I am going to be using today. I'm going to be putting it on top of the soil that is already in here. I'm not going to throw this soil away. I'm just going to go ahead and add some more soil. And you don't have to have this much soil in here. I've got a lot of soil in this one, but you don't have to have this much soil. You just need enough soil that you won't have room enough for your roots to do good, make some good, strong roots in here. And that's it. And you don't have to have a special soil like a starter soil or anything like that, or seed starting mix. You don't have to have that. You can just use some regular potting mix. I had been using seed starting mix, and Elwanda mentioned it to me in the comments that she had been using the regular potting mix and that she was having great success with just using the regular potting mix. That'll keep me from having to buy extra potting mixes. So that is what I did, and it worked great. So I am going to reuse these jugs. And another thing is which plants. One of the really good plants to use are your plants that need light to germinate. Those would be some of your herbs, a lot of your flowers, and then some of your other vegetables. That need light to germinate, you can basically sprinkle those on top of your soil and just put them out into your garden. And another one is the ones that need cold stratification. If they need cold stratification, this is perfect for them because that is what you are basically doing is cold stratifying your seeds. These are for your seeds that need to come out, be cold stratified. So you can either, on those seeds that need cold stratification, you can either put those in the refrigerator for 30 to 60 days, or you can put them into one of these and put them into your garden and let them cold stratify out into the open with the snow, the rain, and all of that. And you need to start in January so that you'll make sure that you have enough time to get these plants done and get them germinated and up to the right size when it's time for them to go out into the garden into, you know, in the spring. So that is very important thing to remember, is that this method is excellent for cold stratification because that is exactly what it is, cold stratify your seeds. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to get started. Okay, I'm going to show you all the seeds that I am going to be starting. Okay, so you're going to need some tape. Tape is to wrap your jug back up once you get finished planting it. And I have some great tape here. Last season, I used the clear tape. And as you can see, although that plastic is not working anymore, that clear tape held these jugs in place all season long. So the clear tape will work. This was some of that packaging tape, but it would be much better if you can, I think, to go ahead and get the, be more expensive also, because the clear packaging tape was very inexpensive. So that is why I was using it last season. But this season, since I do have some of this on hand, I'm going to use it. Okay, let's see if I can break the plastic tape on here, this clear tape. Okay, this one that I did not come back for, and it said this was purple sprout and broccoli. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the fact that I did not come back and get some of these plants. I told y'all, I already told y'all what happened. Now I'm going to start. Okay, this one I had some black tape on it. Y'all see how easy it was to get that black tape off. So the clear tape really worked better than this thick black tape did. That black tape was easy to get off, but that clear tape was holding on more. Look at this. This one has the clear tape on it. Let me see if I can pull it off as easily as I did that black tape. Nope, I cannot. So I'm gonna have to take my scissors, go around it and get it started with these scissors, and then see if I can tear it. You have to be careful because this plastic can cut you. Okay, what is this? Okay, now see, I did this like this, and now something want to show up and show me that it was in here, and I did not come back and get it. This says yarrow. And its roots are in there so good, y'all. This one here might be ready to redo itself. It's in there deep. I'm just gonna toss that. Okay, so now this was some Lizzie Anthus. I don't see any germination. I don't see any proof of germination in this container. I don't see any proof of germination in here. This one, I really wanted these really bad because I was trying to grow hellebores. And you remember, this here is going to just break right off after that second year. No proof of any germination in here. Okay, the stuff that I'm going to be planting out here, definitely doing my rosemary again. Like I said, I went and got some stuff out of the refrigerator that I was cold stratifying in the refrigerator. And y'all, I'm going to make sure that I get all this time. Okay, so we've got some yarrow. Definitely going to do the lavender. Because I did get some lavender to germinate out in the winter sow method last season. Echinacea. Got the stevia. Caraway seeds. You got those raspberry seeds. They were in the refrigerator. Got my strawberry seeds again. Blackberry. I don't plan to have to buy any blackberries from the store. Now, if I have to, I will, but I don't plan to have to buy any. Last season, I had blackberries, and my blackberries did not survive. So it was just it was some things gonna survive and some things are not. And you don't always have an explanation for everything that don't make it, but sometimes it just don't. And when it don't, just go ahead and pull it out. So my blackberry did not make it. So this is some more lavender. And then I have a few elderberry seeds, just a few in here. You can see I just got a few. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plant those because I want some elderberry. I have been trying to get elderberry, have not been successful with elderberry. So we're gonna see this season if we can get some elderberry. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started planting it, putting all this into these pots, and then we're going to, I got some of my things over there in the garden, some of my seedlings that I want to try to stick out in the garden. Some collards, some Napa cabbage, and my and my Dusty Miller. I want to put some of my Dusty Miller in a container, in a big pot. And so that's what we're going to do once I finish getting these done. Okay, so now I got them all filled that I'm going to be filling on this round, because I have a lot more that I will be doing. I'll be doing some flowers, and I will be doing some of my other vegetables. But there, you just want to take your tape, and best thing, the way I found to do it more easily is just go ahead and tear you a piece of tape. And just take it around. It will hold your jugs in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the rest of these, then we're gonna go over here and plant some seedlings. Okay, this is where I'm putting my winter sow jugs. I have them out in the garden in the area where the garlic and onions are planted. Okay, you all, this is the bed that I'm about to poke some seedlings in, and I just broke this soil up a little. You just want to make sure that your soil is workable, that these plants' roots can be able to move around in here. I'm not having to add any new soil to this bed. I just pulled out a lot of roots. And I'm going to try to get this bed planted up before it starts to rain, because it's scheduled to rain very soon, probably in the next few minutes. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add in some of my plant tone. Soil is nice and moist. My irrigation is already in place in this bed. And right here I have some collard greens. And I'm just going to start pulling them out of this container and poking them into the soil. And putting some more soil around them. I don't want to get them too deep. Just want to make sure I get one that has a nice root on it. Space them out real good throughout the bed, because this is not the only thing that I'm going to be planting in this bed. And these are some tiny seedlings. I did not get the chance to up pot all of my seedlings, and these are some that did not get up potted. So sometimes you all, to keep from getting overwhelmed, you just have to do things the way that they're going to suit you and your garden. You would like to get all the things done, but sometimes you're just not going to be able to get all of the things done. Okay, there are a lot of collards in here, but I do not want to fill this bed up completely with collards. I will put collards in other areas of the garden. And if you can, you know, when you got some seedling like this, try to get your larger seedlings. I got a lot of the small ones too, but go ahead and get your larger ones first. I did not on this one, but I will get to plant those other ones somewhere else. And then I have some Napa cabbages that I want to put in here also. Okay, this tray has some Napa cabbages. Now I'm just going to try to lift them out. And there are a couple right here, I think. Is that one? Okay, that's two. So I'm going to put one over here. And I'm going to place one right here in the center. Okay, this is one. One right here. I'm just going to place it right here, over here on the end. I don't want to overcrowd this bed. Okay, I got another one. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to place one over here. Okay, so I have Napa cabbages and collard greens planted in this bed now. Okay, even though it's in the rain, I'm gonna go ahead and lightly water these plants in. Okay, y'all, I did not get a chance to plant my dusty millers, but it has started to rain, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And I hope that y'all have enjoyed it and that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Share this video with your friends and family who you think will like this content. And as always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.